What's going on, YouTube? It's MrSettin007. So right now I'm checking out my CLK 500 under hard acceleration right under here from a stop, and you gun it. I hear a bumping, a thumping sound. Bop, 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 bop. I did the center bearing twice. That didn't solve anything. So I have the Mercedes up on jack stands. As you can see, I have it in drive, so I want to check out what's going on. I have a few issues that I'm having. One is on the driver's side. Once I press the brake, you can see that the wheel moves forward and backward. So I'm going to press on the brake now. You're going to see the wheel move forward and backward. See that? See that shake? See that shake? I'll let you know that I'm having issues. So, see that shake? So I'm having issues right there with the back. I did the whole front end, upper and lower control arms, but I didn't do the rear end. So, knowing that, I did all suspension and everything, as you can see, Bilsteins, but I didn't put the light on. I didn't do the upper and lower control arm, so I'm gonna stop this, and you're gonna see the shake once it stops. You see that? When the brake kicks in, it stops. It's gonna shake. So I was able to diagnose it to, where is it at? The upper control arm. It shakes and it's loose. Well, it's not loose, it needs to be changed. So that's why the driver's side rear wheel is shaking. So I'm gonna adjust the lower and control arms, upper and lower control arms for the rear of the CLK, something that you guys would check. Again, if you like and find value in my videos, I would appreciate you subscribing. Thank you for those who've been subscribing as of lately. My channel is definitely getting more noticed. So I'm going under here now. I'm going to show you the drive shaft. As you can see, the drive shaft is going, and I wanted to check it out in the front by the traffic case. There's definitely some play. Maybe I'll show you that at the end of the video once I turn it off and come back down here, but I just wanted to show you what I'm seeing. See the center bearing? See how? Let's see if I can get you a better view. Let's see. So if you look at that center bearing, the housing, you can see that it's moving. You see that play? Side to side. It shouldn't be like that. So under hard acceleration, because right now it's just an idle. So under hard acceleration, that play is gonna get more exaggerated, and that's where I'm getting the thumping, where it's banging up and down right under the gear shift. So now I know more than likely that I'm having issues with my drive shaft. My drive shaft is not true and straight, because even under just neutral, well, not neutral, but just, you know, it's in drive, freestanding, and it has that play that's very, you know, I can see it in plain sight. So imagine that under pressure, once you're flooring it, it's gonna bang violently. This is my third center bearing, so now I've taken it to mechanics, and you know, you get the runaround, they don't know what it is, so I had to do it myself. Many of the most reasons I don't do it myself is because I don't have a lift. So it's not, you know, this is not recommended the best way, but you do what you got to do until either you can get a lift, you get sponsored, you know, something like that. If you know any sponsors, hit me up in the chats. Let me know what you think. If you know any sponsors, you can refer them to my video. Maybe they can sponsor me with a lift. That would be great, so I can use it in my next videos and give a good review or a bad review, depending on how good the product is. But anyway, this is right here my center bearing for the CLK W209. It goes across many different of the Mercedes brands and models, but right here I have that play side to side, and it's just idling right now. So imagine under hard acceleration what that would be. So now I know that I have to get a new drive shaft, and then I'm going to replace the upper and lower control arms as well. So again, like and subscribe to my video. Hopefully this helps someone. What I'm gonna do is put it in I'm gonna turn it off, leave it in neutral. Well, actually, put it, oh, I shouldn't have did that, but I put it in park. That was a bonehead move on my part, but it stopped. So all right, so what I'm gonna do now is show you the play that I'm talking about, because that's also important. Again, you know, I have it on the lifts here in the back. It's on the supports, as you can see. So it's pretty steady, but again, I wouldn't advise, you know, this is not for a novice person to do this. I also saw some play in my tires, kind of up and down, so my rims aren't as true as they should be. But, you know, for the main reason I'm doing this video was just to show you some possible reasons that you can have the shaking. The main reason that I'm doing this video for myself and to share with you guys is to let you know that I am trying to diagnose if I need to get a new replacement drive shaft. I checked the play in the back here with the two wheels, and you know, I would just jostle it. Let me move this back out. I'll jostle one wheel, and you know, the other side is moving, so that's fine, right? And then, you know, then I would jostle both of them at the same time, and then it would show me moving both of them. The issue I'm having, as I mentioned in the earlier part of this video, is this center bearing piece right here. This is the third one I've replaced, and all of those I kind of sent to the mechanic because I don't have a lift. A lift is important to start doing work under these cars. You know, the rear, upper and lower control arms here. I'll be able to do that because I'll just lift the back. Same thing here, I'll take off the wheels. You know, I have my jack stands, and that's easy for me. That's not a problem. Dealing with the drive shaft, that's going to be obviously more difficult. What I want to do is I'm probably going to, you know, jack it up like this, just, you know, loosen the bolts, and I'm probably going to have to pull it straight back from here. The front part will, let me turn this light back on. What happened to the light? Oh, I turned, okay. So the front part will be removed from here. So you have to loosen those bolts because it joins together in the middle. For those who may not know, your drive shaft, this is split in two, so this part here can move towards the top of the screen if you're watching from here, and then this part here, there we go, can move to the bottom of the screen, and then, you know, it separates, and then that bottom part will come out right here rather, and drop out towards the rear once you loosen these bolts, and then the front part will drop out once you loosen these bolts towards the front of the engine here, right? So, and that's gonna lead me to what I wanted to show you, because there's play from the front drive shaft to the transfer case. So, ouch, ooh, the exhaust is hot. Okay, so I don't know, hopefully you can hear it. Once I show you here in front of the transfer case, I don't want to block the camera, but I don't want to burn my hand as well on this hot exhaust because the car was running. So once I twist it here, you hear that? Hold on, listen. So I know These cars have had trouble in the beginning, well, trouble with the transfer case issues that are associated with that shake, that shimmy, that banging rather, because like I said, right here in the middle where the bearing is, that's where it kind of joins the two and it holds the two, and it's supposed to help balance it and take off any initial shock. But because of what we saw in the video, how it was jostling back and forth, that means that under pressure it's going to be exaggerated, and that's where I get the banging up and down in here. It sounds violently, you know, once you're mashing the gas from a dead stop. You know, I also have the play here. You see that? I hear that? And you can see it moving back and forth. Ooh, I'm touching the exhaust, it's hot. So that's also an issue. I thought I might be having issues with these, but there's no stretch marks in these bushings. I might replace them anyway as I get another drive shaft. Let me get another drive shaft, front and rear. With that shimmy here, I would assume that it's the rear. You know, who knows? It could be something in the knuckles that's binding. You know, a lot of times that's an issue, but you know, I'm not going to try and like replace the knuckle or see. I mean, I guess once I pull it out, I can see if there's an issue, if it's binding. But by that time, I'll have another one. I'm not going to just pull it out and check it. I'm going to pull it out once I get the new one and, you know, replace it. But I'll still take a look. Hopefully, when that happens, I'll do a video. Again, with that noise in the front. You know, there's definitely some play here. We'll take care and see about that. That play is definitely going to be there, because once we move this, I'm just removing that. You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm going to pull that out and see if the splines are chewed up or what that play might be. But yeah, I don't know if that's significant or standard. If you have any suggestions or experience, you can let me know. All right, so that's my take on that banging and mysterious wobble. All right. Oh man, this is keeping me young. Whew. All right, guys. Thank you. Subscribe, prescribe to my channel. It's doctor recommended. Subscribe to help support. We thank you for the likes, the comments. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Definitely, again, share it for those who this has helped or you feel it can help someone. So again, just an overview. I'm going to be changing the upper and lower control arms in the rear. That's important because I did the front end, but I didn't do the rear end. And then I'm going to be looking at the drive shaft. I'm going to replace that. And then from there, we'll see how this baby performs. I have an issue with the top. I think one of the switches or a fuse may have gone out. In my prior video, I was trying to use the remote to open and close it. I did it, and then it stopped in the middle towards the end. I don't know what happened. You can check out that video. All right, thank you for tuning in. Stay blessed.